Hello and welcome to Embodied Mindfulness Meditation. My name is Dina Asher Kushnir and I welcome you to embark on a path of inner discovery and healing through the interwoven practices of Buddhist mindfulness meditation and somatic learning. May it be of benefit to you and those around you. Namaste. Come into the room to yourself. And we'll start today with body scan, but with movement. Very gentle, with a lot of mindfulness. And if you're not able to do the movement, only imagine the movement. And we'll spend some time on that kind of experience. So let's stand up. If you can. If not, you can do it sitting. Let's stand up, if you can, as I said. And if you have ability to be barefoot, that would be really nice, or even with socks. And let's just start by noticing the feet touching the floor. Just standing. Notice your breath. Notice the right foot touch and the left foot touch. And start to kind of feel where there's more weight. On the right or left, on the heels or the front of the foot, on the ball of the foot. Has the toes spreading or not spreading? And slowly move the weight and shift the weight to the front of the foot, the feet, and see how that feels in the body. Don't go to the place, to the edge that you can fall. Just tiny bit, just to feel the difference between standing in the center and coming forward. And the pressure that exerted on the ball of the feet. And here also you can detect if it's more the right or left. And then slowly come to the center. Feel the difference now in standing. And now again, with awareness to the heels, let's go a little bit, shifting the weight to the heels. Notice what the body has to do to adjust to have weight on the heels. Maybe there's tension in the belly. Maybe it feels like you're falling backwards. Or maybe you bend the knees. Just notice. And again, feel the heels and come back to the center. And stand again and feel the difference. And now shift the weight to the right foot, to the outside of the right foot. And you can bend the knees a little bit and feel the pressure. And feel how the left foot has less pressure. And come back to center, to both feet. And do the same to the left. Shift the weight to the left, to the outside. Left foot, almost no weight on the right and most of the weight on the left. And how you come back to center. Notice the movement of coming back to center. And the breath. that maybe accompanied it. Let's do this again. You go to the right, back to center, left, back to center. And make it as smooth as possible. That's the movement. And see, when you come to the center, stay a moment, and then renew the movement to the left. And notice the breath. Let's see if the breath can come to our awareness with this shifting of the weight. And now you can start playing with it. If you like to do it with bent knees a little bit more, and slowly even pick up the one leg to feel the balance. Slowly, everything slow. So you can notice every moment of shifting, of breath. What's the whole body doing? Always coming to center and come back. And just take a few moments and just walk a couple of steps just to release the tension, release the effort, and then come back to standing. Always take a moment of rest in this work, in this movement, awareness work. Okay, so now come back. And now we're going to go back, shift the weight to the right heel, to the outside right foot, to the ball of the foot, to the ball of the foot of the left, to the outside of the left, to the heel of the left. What happened? We're creating circle. We are circling by shifting the weight. Let's just do that a few times. You start going to the right heel, outside of the right, the ball of the foot on the right, then left ball of the foot, left side and left back. And here you are really moving in a circle. Now, as we do that, let's start feeling. Are you bending your knees? Is it easy on the right, on the left? What's your hip is doing? Are you doing it with your hip? You're shifting the weight with circling the hip, or just circling the knee? Start noticing also what the upper body does with all that shifting. Is it holding in the center, or is it moving with the hip or moving with the knee? It's just the awareness, opening the awareness of the sensation of movement and coming back to center and standing and take a couple of steps, just walking, releasing. And come back to center. And this time, we're going to do the same thing, shifting of the weight on the feet, but we're going to do it with the hip. So you take the hip and bring it to the right, to the back, and then to the right, then forward, forward to the left, and back. So now we are moving the hip in a circle to assist the shifting of the weight on the feet. And we're starting going backwards, sideways to the right, forward. And now when you accompanying the shifting of weight through the hip. Are your knees bent? Or can you do it without bending knees? Either way, it's no changing, just to notice. And maybe for the exploration, if you bend your knees, maybe try them without bending knees. See how that feels. And come back to your natural inclination. Maybe bend knees, or maybe straight knees. And now try with bend knees. Explore how this would moving the hip in circles, shifting weight by bending the knees or by straightening the knees. Try both. And come to center. Just rest. And notice the breath as you come to center. And now feel the feet and the touch on 2 feet. Any difference between how we started the lesson? And now we're going to do the same thing to the left. We start with the hip, with the knees, with the shifting of the weight, going to the left, back, side, forward, and then to the right, kind of clockwise with the hip. Let's see how the knees are involved and how the weight on the feet changing. So the hip is moving. You can put your hands on your hip joint if you like, or on your waist or not. Notice what the upper body, how's the upper body going on, taking that ride? It's connected to the lower body and it's going on a ride. And come back to center. Feel the feet again and again. And the breath. And stay. And now we're going to involve consciously or intentionally the shoulders and the chest. You can put your hands on your waist or not. And that we are going to start going to the right, forward, side, to the left, back. And as you do that, let's just do that so you can just feel the movement first. Where is the movement initiated from? It's not from the hip now, it's not from the feet. Now it's from the torso. The torso is going. So the muscles of the side of the body is now. And now as you do that, feel, are you breathing? Are your knees bent or straight? Can you feel the weight shifting? What your head is doing? And stay instead. Take a breath and then take some few steps. And come back. Now we're going to move the shoulders, so the initiation, we initiate the movement from the shoulders. So we take the shoulders, you can even touch them if you want to feel. We take the shoulders to the right then forward with the shoulder to the left and back. So what's that feels like? It's a little bit different, isn't it? Feel. You're doing the shoulder forward, shoulder side. And what happened to the head? How's that affecting the head? Where does it feel easy? Where's there's a little bit bump or a little bit difficulty? And come to center, feel the feet, notice the knees, notice the hip, notice breath. And we're going to do to the other side. So we start shoulders. So when you go to the side, notice that the left side now that you go into, the shoulder on the left coming down, the shoulder on the right coming up a little bit, then you're coming forward, the two shoulders are forward, then the right shoulder are down, the left shoulder up, and then both of them backwards. Notice what happened to the neck. How the head is going on the ride, taking the ride over the shoulders. And of course, it's connected to the hip. You might feel the hip too, much milder, but definitely the hip. And of course, it affects the knees, it affects the feet. And how does it? And now take yourself and just do it free, like you can do the shoulders, you can do the whole torso, you can do the hip, you can do the knee, you can do only the feet. Kind of explore now. Take yourself a few moments of exploration of this shifting of the weight, circling body parts by body parts, finding where it's kind of uh, it's not as smooth. Where is the smoothness? Where is a little bit kind of jagged, or maybe you can feel the tension here. Maybe there's a tension somewhere. So now we're exploring tension and smoothness and a little bit hardness. In the movement, you can feel that maybe in the left hip, maybe something in the knee, maybe the shoulder. So just take and explore. This is now your time to feel. How does it feel? Smooth movement. How does it feel? A little bit kind of held, maybe held. What's holding? What held? Ah, a big breath and come to center and feel the body. Now we're going to involve the head and the neck. So you take the head to the right ear towards the right shoulder, and bring it forward slowly, slowly, very slowly to feel every inch of the muscles of the neck that usually are very tense. You will feel a tension. Remember, tension, you can, and then come slowly, not yet even, to the left. Feel here the tension. And if it's possible, to take the head up backwards, that's okay. Sometimes it's not so easy. That's okay. So you don't need to do it. And just slowly circling, very slowly. And when there is a place where you feel like, it's a tension, I want to stay there. Stay there. Stay in those places where the neck says, stay here with me. I need you here. Pay attention here. And you just stay. Explore. Maybe go only to the right, back to the center, and to the left, and back to the center. Or maybe you can do the whole circle to the right, and then the whole circle to the left. I'll just explore. Now, as you're exploring, notice if you're breathing. When do you inhale? When do you exhale? When you're going backwards, you're inhaling, maybe. And when you're going forward, you're exhaling, all the opposite. Keep exploring. And now, when you explore the movement of the head, start noticing what's the movement of the shoulders doing, movement of the torso, movement of the hip, the shifting of the weight on the feet. And let's involve the whole body in those circling. So you can circling through the hip and continue to the feet and to the knees and then up to the torso and then up to the shoulder. I mean, just really like give yourself permission to just explore, feel the pleasure of just now. It's like, the breath. Maybe there's a little bit more smoothness in some areas. Our joint are fluid. There's synovial fluid, really. So when we start moving with attention, those fluids are coming in and smoothing, make the movement smoother. And then when we don't move, it dries up and then it's kind of cracking. So just now, circle anywhere you like. Come forward, come back. I mean, really explore all the circles and all the combination and all the relationship between. Give yourself a couple more moments. Come to the center. And now the fun part. We're going to shake the body. Now that everything was just kind of smooth out, maybe a little bit more. Let's shake. Hands and elbows and shoulders. Can you, you can actually, there's nice movement of coming up on your on your toe and then dropping the heel. Drop the heel, drop the heel, drop the heel. That, yeah. You want to jump a little bit with shaking on one foot, the ankle, another foot. And again, don't go away from awareness and feel how pleasure it is. How does it feel? What's the pleasure in it? Find the pleasure key in this shaking movement. Keep shaking. When we do that, there's a lot of another fluid that comes into um, kind of into the forefront of this movement is the lymphatic liquid. So shaking is bringing the lymph to kind of release itself. A lot of toxin is being released when we shake. It's a nice practice for releasing toxics from the body. And just take a few minutes if you need more. And take a deep breath, take your hands up, and give yourself a big stretch, yawn, stretch. And again, from side to side, a big breath again, big yawn breath. With the awareness, where are the feet? Where's the weight? How is it being shifted when you come? Yawning. Is your knees bent? Straight? Where's your body needs more movement? Where do you feel like, I want to move that part? Go take a moment. Feel where the body's talking to you and saying, and go there. And feel what kind of movement you're doing there. Are you circling? Are you jumping? Are you shaking? Where listening to the body is a key to develop sensory, acute sensory awareness. And that's the signal from the body. And we give it, it's like, the body's, it needs more breath here in my left hip, a little bit more shaking here. And come to center. And the last part that I really like very much, so I'm giving it to you also, it's tapping. Starting with a very soft wrist, soft hand, and you start tapping on one hand, taking it up and down. You can take it the outside hand and then coming up on the inside hand, arm, tapping hand by hand, and then again tapping the other hand. Just take time and tap. Now you're waking up blood vessels. Tap on your shoulders, one shoulder at a time, of course. You can also tap with a very soft wrist. Wrist, you say? No. Yeah, very soft, closed hand, very soft. Tap on your front upper shoulders, collarbone, breastbone. And now, how could we do it so we can pay attention to breath also? Are you breathing? Where's your weight? So keep tapping. Now you feel the vibration. Feel the tremor, the vibration on your chest. Armpit is good. Again, this lymph node here. Notice. Where does it feel pleasurable? Where does it not? What pleasure feels like? It doesn't have to be orgasmic. It can be very tiny little movement in your breastbone, waking up, saying to the breastbone, here, I know you're here, and you're holding the rib cage. Thank you. So every time you tap somewhere, let's do it with not just only the attention, the loving attention, but also with gratitude for this body, this beautiful vehicle. It's a vehicle for this life. Mother Gaia gave it to us. Everything, every mineral, every water, everything that is here, it's in her. She developed it. We are the children of her billions of years of evolution. So it's like we have in our blood, in our liquid, the primordial water of Mother Gaia. So here it is. We really are her children. So let's just do this with this awareness. I'm the child of the mother. Everything I have, she gave me for this lifetime. This is the vehicle she gave me for my traveling in this dimension. And now do whatever it feels right. If it's just touching and massaging any part. If you need more, or just walk a little bit to integrate everything we did. And as you walk, just notice again how the weight are shifting, how the knees are involved in the walking, the hip, the torso, the hands, the arms, the head. Everything is part of this whole movement, walking. Take your time. Come to center as long as you need. Thank you. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you for listening. May you be safe. May you be well. And may all beings be free of suffering. Namaste.